Definitely talking. And by the way it's sounding, it does not sound good. Steve Harvey can really be held accountable for what happened to Bernie Mac. Hey man, hand me those papers over there. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to DOCZ Daily. Let me give y'all the breakdown. Bernie Mac's daughter, she's out there talking, and there's people begging her to open up a GoFundMe because they know she got enough support to take down Steve Harvey single-handedly. Katt Williams, he's just been deified. They're treating him like a god. And I was the only person to speak out against it, but now I see the bigger picture. He's doing a lot of justice in Hollywood because people worship a lot of these celebrities like God. And if Katt Williams is exposing the fact that these men are just merely men, I say let that man do his thing. Every day, my admiration and love for Katt Williams grows by the hour. Even though they're saying Bernie Mac's daughter is really Jasmine Sullivan, and she had a career in the music business for a long time and people too dumb to realize who she really was. But y'all came to the right video, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button because this information I'm about to share with y'all, about to have y'all looking at Bernie Mac. Really, really crazy. I really, really love you, man. So if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. That's all we really need to get going. But until then, I still got to show y'all some love, man. Look at this. We got Will Jones in the building. Worldwide hip hop videos. I mean, they even watching that stuff in Africa, man. Gage Gore, what it do, brother? Candy Hines and Tizzle, man. Okay, King of them collard greens and KK and Mia Ray. Ms. Sweets Talk, Brother Blood, Brother ZNT, and everybody else watching the video. I got so much love for y'all, but we got to get back to business. Katt been in comedy longer than a lot of people think because the first time you seen him was on the Third Friday movie, but before then, he was paying his dues. People saying Bernie Mac's daughter is messy for even coming out speaking on this subject. Steve Harvey is shaking in his boots. Because it was a lot of weird stuff that went down with Bernie Mac, and now we getting answers. And best believe, Bernie Mac's family been waiting to set it off. His daughter had plenty of time to sit and contemplate and think about what really happened and all the stuff her father told her about Steve, Cedric, and D.L. Hughley. The conversations at the dinner table. And how it was so mysterious the way he was just on top of the world doing well. Next thing you know, he was gone. And then Steve Harvey started to rise. Cedric the Entertainer started getting checks, and D.L. Hughley started to back off because he knew that he was guilty and wrong. You can't even get those men in the same room together without the friction because they know what happened. And as far as Steve Harvey go and Katt Williams exposing him, it's all starting to make sense. His daughter should have never had to go through that, man. Katt Williams is a saint for coming out and saying the things that he's saying, man. Because we all need to know what happened to our beloved Bernie Mac. And it's ironic how Shannon Sharpe looked just like Bernie Mac. So it's like the wheel has turned full circle. It took for a black brother to expose another black brother so we can expose these black brothers. It's getting blacker than black, but it's a black drama, baby. And everybody's in on it. Shannon Sharpe could pass for Bobby Brown or Wesley Snow or whoever. Bernie Mac, it don't matter. He hate black pepper. And he hate his gums because they black, man. Ed Lover came out and said that everything that Katt said was real. And Steve Harvey indeed tried to steal a lot of things from Bernie Mac. And now his daughter is talking. And y'all need to hear what this woman had to say. Because Steve Harvey wasn't worried about Katt Williams running his mouth. But Bernie Mac's daughter, that is terrifying, man. Please pay close attention because Steve is hurt and he know this could possibly be the end of his career. Listen at this, y'all.
I keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the Katt Williams interview on Clubshayshay. The interview heard round the world. And I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs of that like that anymore because my end has been gone for 15 years. You know, I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know Katt Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, you know, say, he's always seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no qualms, no quarrels with him. I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, that's kind of sad, like outside of being, you know, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, you know, your uncles go at it and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, I mean, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians, and I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is that behind closed doors, everybody gets along, everybody just, it's just love. And no.
She's jumping out the window, y'all. She's in the car. Just like Jaguar Wright was once upon a time, blogging in her car. They start off modest and innocent. Just doing this to test the waters, see if I can get my paws wet. She's getting her feet wet for something bigger. She's been having things on her mind. She's in the car and I don't see no leather seats in sight. There's a bag to be had. She's black, she's beautiful, and she got on a shirt that say melanin, and people is listening. Oprah Winfrey is listening. Gayle King, Jada Pinkett Smith, they listening. This sister is about to cash in. And Katt Williams opened up the floodgates for somebody like her to get in the industry and flourish. Bitch, I'm Bernie Mac's daughter. People will instantly bow, like the Queen of Wakanda entered the building. Her father was a black knight. They put him on last on the Kings of Comedy just to make people more comfortable. They did from light to brown to blacker. Steve Harvey, since he was the least funniest, went up first for the Kings of Comedy. Then it was D.L. Hughley. Just to beat a bridge. He was the hook of the whole damn show to keep people waiting for the second verse. And then it was Black s.a.t. It got real black when Cedric the Entertainer went out there. And then when Bernie Mac went out there, the crowd was already soaking in the soy sauce, man. It was a blackout. Let me show y'all something. Yeah, it's about to get deep, so you came right on time. They tried everything. The image. They wanted to be like New Edition. You would have thought they was gonna sing Mr. Telephone Man on the tour. They went out and took promo pictures to let the brothers in the hood know that they was real nookers. Have you ever wondered why Cedric the Entertainer and D.L. Hughley is not holding the basketball? That's because for Bernie and Steve, it was game time. And you gotta pick a team. We not all on the same team. You gotta pick a team. And by the looks of it, it was light versus dark, man. Till this day, D.L. Hughley is Steve Harvey's mans. And Cedric the Entertainer, he out there, you know. Bernie is gone. So this just shows the division. His daughter said that those comedians, they not friends just because they do comedy. It's the opposite. She ain't even been paying attention to comedy because her father told her how grimy and how shiesty comedians can be, man. Stealing each other's jokes. He in the picture next to a thief. Next to another man standing next to a other man that's not his brother, man. This was all bad. Bernie is a victim of the other kings of comedy, man. They dethroned his ass because they knew that he was the real king. They like, damn, how we gonna shine when we got Bernie in the way? How you gonna be in the shadow of Bernie Mac? Your ass ain't never gonna be seen.
Oh my goodness.
You in the shadow of the blackest man in entertainment. They had to figure out a way to get him out of the game. And you know what? It is sort of like basketball. How many times we watch the NBA finals just to see the superstar on the opposing team get knocked the fuck out and beat up by Draymond Green, man? The Golden State Warriors won about 5 championships for breaking legs and snapping shit. And that's the only way they was able to get the championship, man. And they accusing these same accusations between Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. Oh, let me shut up and let's just get back to the show.
No, it's not. They've always been competitive. It's always been, as far as I've ever witnessed in watching my dad, it's always been kind of cutthroat. Like, you'll have, people beefing, like, same as within your family. Just because y'all related don't mean y'all all get along, right? Comedy's no different. But for me, Katt Williams has my utmost appreciation and respect for giving my dad his props and his flowers. And I felt like it was genuine. There are some people who have given, my dad his flowers now that he's dead that I'm looking at like, doggone well, he wasn't doing that when he was alive. And that, not just famous people, just people all across the board. As my dad used to say, you ever want to be loved by everybody? You ever want to be special? Just die. It's real easy to give lip service when somebody dies and you, oh, they were so wonderful. And that's not how you felt when they were alive. But when Katt spoke of my dad, for me, I felt his heart. I felt that it was genuine and I appreciate it. Again, it's been 15 years since my dad's been dead. If you follow me at all, I've said this repeatedly. Like, it does.
You know what? This is about justice, y'all. Justice. It's looking like her father didn't just pass away from some natural causes or no shit like that. It's starting to look like he possibly was murdered. And those are some heavy allegations, but for Katt Williams to have this much fire in him and this much hatred and venom, and he been around for a long time, man. He was on Comic View back in the day. He been around some real deal. He punched in the clock as a comedian, a stand-up one at that. So he know the scoop. They all know the scoop. And that's why when Katt tell it, people applaud him because a lot of people don't have the balls to tell it, man. And they want to tell it. And Katt cracked open the door, and as you can see, Bernie Mac's daughter jumped out that motherfucker fast. Like, yes, somebody please. It's been weighing on her soul for I don't know how long. She got to be thinking to herself, that's fucked up how they did my dad. When she hear about Steve Harvey with all his millions and see him in the magazines with Marjorie Harvey, they on boats and they living it up, eating shrimps and shit. And she thinking that was supposed to be my daddy, but they took that from us, man. That's some old painful shit. And that is why Katt Williams is being immortalized like Tupac Shakur.
Oh my goodness.
The votes are in. Katt Williams is the king of Black America. Forget the kings of comedy. People so desperate and loose for a savior. Instead of having Black Jesus on their wall, I've seen people with paintings from prison of Katt Williams on their wall. Sitting at the Last Supper with Bernie Mac on one side, Mark Curry on the other, and Steve Harvey is the Judas. That's where we at, man. Bernie Mac's daughter is about to get a bag. They gonna pay her to tell her story, but the thing about it is we don't know how deep her story can get, man. She looked just like Bernie Mac. Y'all better hope she don't get possessed.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something. I mean, about my daddy. He was a good type of man. He ain't never stole nothing from Steve. Steve was hating on me. I mean, hating on my father. He was hating on my father. And the thing about it is, if I could just get my hand, I mean, if my father could have got his hand around Steve's neck. I hope we don't have an episode like that, man, because that would be bad. Hold on, Reg, go ahead, play that.
Does my heart good to know that my dad was a stand-up guy, that the man that I knew him to be was who he actually was to people, because that's the thing. Like, we can love people and think they one way and then find out later no. And I say, like, in 15 years, if he was an asshole, somebody by now would have been like, let me tell you about that motherfucker. So that is not the case with my dad.
Wait a minute, man. I'm feeling it. And best believe we're gonna get back to the video, but I'm feeling a little suspicious because she coming out the woodworks and nobody asked about her, and she getting all this shine, and trying to make sure this not a PR stunt. So before I endorse her completely, and I'm gonna endorse her regardless of what the situation is, but I would rather know the protocol before I give y'all these highly classified documentations, and they're not even accurate, like how they not supposed to be accurate.
Oh my goodness.
Cause this is wait a minute. Okay, this shit is fucked up. Wait a minute, excuse me, but yeah. Somebody got some explaining to do. Cause like I said, if his daughter is really Jasmine Sullivan, what was Bernie Mac doing part-time in Hollywood? Because all these celebrities, you see them once, you see them twice, you see them 3 times. People didn't know that Juicy J was Malik Yoba. So if they talking about Bernie Mac and Project Pat is the same person and her real father is Project Pat, I mean, I see the similarities, but these type of allegations need to be clarified before we can even move on with the video. So y'all got to let me know, do y'all think this hold any weight? And I ain't calling her a chicken head or nothing, because they saying that it's a possibility that Project Pat is her father. It's either him or Bernie Mac. Damn. I wonder if they'll let him go back and get his GED. He might have to do special ed all over again, man. And shout out to Project Pat, cause he a real one, man. But if Bernie Mac not her father, then she ain't really got no business speaking on what Katt Williams had to say. Is that the same woman that's supposed to be Bernie Mac's daughter? Cause I could have swore this was his daughter, and she don't look that maybe she just got older. Matter of fact, let's just get back to the video, man. And play the clip that they all need to hear. Listen at this, y'all.
Being with me all the time, you know, she's seen my stuff, my new stuff, and all that kind of stuff. Especially when I do my single dates, and I'm trying to school her. You don't do your material around a lot of comedians. That's like stealing in front of the police. You don't do it. They mean well, but they sit on the side. Ooh, that's funny. Next thing you know, you see it on HBO or something. You be sitting at home. That shit mine, you know?
He was taking shots, even when he was still alive. And you figure they would have had these type of disses in the vault waiting like he was Tupac, but no, he was busting off the hip and counting big money and getting big checks and popping off behind their backs. It got me wondering, how did he even get involved with Steve? Hold on, y'all. Let's do this real fast, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but I'm interested in getting into some deeper details, man. And I know it's still early in the video, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. This is something we can all learn from, and I'm going to run through this as fast as possible, man. So y'all just stay tuned, and we going to do the damn thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bernie Jeffrey McCullough was born on October 5th, 1957 in Chicago, Illinois. Mac was the second child of Mary McCullough and Jeffrey Harrison. Mac was raised by his single mother and his grandparents in the city's South Side Chicago, y'all. Mac began his high school career at Chicago Vocational High School. His mother died in 1973, rest in peace, when he was only 16 years old. Shortly afterward, Mac's older brother and his estranged father both died. Oh, man. Mac later graduated from Chicago Vocational High School in 1975. During his 20s and through his early 30s, Mac worked in a variety of jobs, including janitor, coach, professional mover, cook, bus driver. Hold on, wait a minute, man. Can you imagine Bernie Mac as a janitor? Don't be pissed. Don't piss on the seat. Nah, don't do that. Don't be pissing all over the place. You know I gotta clean that shit up. Wipe your ass and flush the toilet. Or Bernie Mac working as a coach. Now y'all get y'all ass out there, and them other niggas got to go. Oh, we gonna win this game, goddammit. He banging all of their mothers. What else they said he did? They said he was a professional mover. Hey, you grab the sofa, I grab the dishes. I ain't picking up that big ass sofa. He was a cook, a bus. Bernie Mac was a bus driver. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And a Wonder Bread delivery man. A furniture mover and a UPS agent while doing comedy on the weekends at clubs and parties. So he was a part-time. That's like a clown gig, ain't it? Hold on. He show up to your birthday party. Hey, he had to do what he had to do. And I ain't mad. I respect that. He was out there grinding. You think your life is hard? Bernie went through it. And he still he had a goal. Regardless of what he was doing, he had a dream that he followed. And he was resilient and he did not give up on himself. So when he was driving them buses, he probably was working on his jokes. Delivering Wonder Bread. He got Wonder Bread man jokes. Football jokes. Coach jokes. Janitorial cleaning toilet jokes, man. On the weekends. I'm gonna go down to the comedy club. I got a couple of jokes. I'm gonna get up there, shoot the shit. Might as well, better than being a damn bus driver. I'd rather be a comedian. Hey, man, respect to Bernie Mac. Let's get more serious, man, because we got to get around to what in the fuck happened. Bernie Mac's influences were from the Three Stooges and listen to stand-up comedians Richard Pryor and Red Fox.
Oh my goodness.
Wait a minute. I thought he was a Mac. The Three Stooges. So this was his shit back in the day. So when they did the Kings of Comedy, he was all for it because he was a fan of the Three Stooges. That's Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. Did they liken themselves after the Three Stooges? Y'all grew up listening to Tupac. Bernie Mac was getting crunk off that Three Stooges, man.
Oh my goodness.
Like, that was his shit. A big bowl of cereal put on them Stooges. Hey, that's how the Mac man roll, according to this information, man. His influences from the Three Stooges and listen to stand-up comedians Richard Pryor and Red Fox. Mac started as a stand-up comedian in Chicago's Cotton Club, the legendary Cotton Club, y'all. After he won the Miller Lite Comedy Search at the age of 32, his popularity. Hold on, man. How you gonna do that to the kids, Bernie? I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. I'm gonna win this award on my own. I don't give a damn. You got little kids singing the Star Spangled Banner. They doing backflips and shit, trying to get some shine. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? He come out there and get real raunchy and had the whole audience laughing. Next thing you know, he getting an award. Man, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids, man. Fuck them kids. Give a damn about them kids. Okay, let me quit being silly, man. He won the Comedy Star Search at 32. His popularity as a comedian began to grow in 1992. A performance on the third episode of HBO's Def Comedy Jam thrust him into the spotlight. After Martin Lawrence was unable to calm an increasingly hostile crowd, Mack went on stage and told the audience, "I ain't scared of you motherfuckers." He probably was shaking in his boots, but he couldn't let them know that. He was backstage stressed out like a motherfucker. I seen a documentary called Fat Tuesdays, and it talked about this incident. Bill Bellamy said it was a whack-ass comedian that went out there, and the audience was pissed. They was about ready to tear that motherfucker. The dude was so horrible, and Bernie Mac was going up after that dude, and Bernie was back there stressing. Like, oh shit, they out there booing again. Oh, I ain't having it tonight, Bill. I ain't about to go through it. No, hell no, I ain't about to go out there like that, man. Like, I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. He started saying that backstage before he even hit the stage. And he had to tame the crowd like a lion. And he triumphed. And that's when they labeled him Shaka Zulu, man. He tamed them beasts. He stopped them howling wolves, and he came out there and got all them niggas under control. And that's what made him the appointed chief, the real MC, the microphone checker, the second coming of Robin Harris, man. And people been looking out for Robin ever since he passed, and Bernie Mac just slid in that spot. That's a tough act to follow. I don't think Steve Harvey would have been able to tank. They would have booed Steve Harvey off if he would have went on next after that shit. He come out there with that Steve Harvey suit. They wouldn't even have let him open his mouth. Just, boo, boo. Like, wait a minute, god damn it, I gotta do my set. Wait a minute. Steve probably would have pulled out a gun on the crowd, man. Like, you motherfuckers, I've been homeless. Okay, let me calm down. This shit is crazy, though. Mac opened for Dionne Warwick, Red Fox, and Natalie Cole. He played a small role in the 1994 House Party 3. He opened up for Dionne Warwick, Red Fox, and Natalie Cole. What the hell did he say? Like, y'all know Dionne Warwick, my grandmama, don't you? He played a small role in House Party 3 as Uncle Vester. He also had a short-lived talk show on HBO titled Midnight Mac. Get the fuck out of here. I never knew that. See, we got a whole lot of other stuff we got to get to, but right now we just gonna be learning some stuff, y'all. Y'all gotta just chill out. Stop stressing and stop whacking and stop smacking, man. Just listen to the show. It's gonna be good, I promise. Midnight Black. Like, it's black, it's at midnight. Oh, I got my own shit now, baby. Get your black ass up here and sing that song. The show was too black for Hollywood, man. I never seen it. The Midnight Black Bernie Mac show. And they had that shit black as fuck. Look, they put the color purple on his ass. Man, I need to figure out how I can see this. So for the people that didn't know, and if y'all interested in Bernie Mac, look for Bernie Mac Midnight Black, because that's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to see what that was all about. He had that. Mac also acted in minor roles playing Mr. Johnson, the no-nonsense owner of a grill and a diner in the movie Baps, and Pastor Cleaver in Ice Cube's Friday movie, in The Wiz. He played Dollar Bill in the Players Club, and yeah, he had a lot of good stuff. And then he did the remake to Ocean 11, and that's what really threw him through the roof. And then he was on Charlie's Angels, and Charlie's Angels full throttle. He was getting big. He went from the comedy club, y'all. From the comedy club. It's like he treated this shit like it was the NBA. He made it to the big leagues. Went from Def Jam. He was doing movies. Then he did a movie with Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and a bunch of other people. He was big. He was box office. Bernie Mac survived the gauntlet. He made it to the top. Can you imagine how the other comedians felt? They still in them sweaty ass comedy clubs, banging them same ass groupies. They ripping off each other's jokes. They fighting backstage, bickering. Katt Williams' Cadillac parked outside. He in there talking shit. Being a comedian sound like being a stripper. You go backstage, you got a locker. There's other comedians back there smoking cigarettes, talking shit. They working on their bit. You go out there and show your stuff. They back there drinking, smoke. Being a comedian is sort of like being a stripper. And Bernie Mac done worked his way to the big stage, man. And I ain't saying he was no hoe or nothing like that, but matter of fact, that's just a bad analogy. But he became big time. In 2001, Fox Network gave Mac his own television show called The Bernie Mac Show. Now, why would Fox do something like that? They don't historically make black shows. When the last time you seen a black comedy on Fox? That's kind of odd, man. But that's where the Bernie Mac show was at. And yeah, he was doing big things, man. And it was beautiful. Mac broke the fourth wall to tell his thoughts to the audience. The show contained many parodies, and it was a great show, man. Later years, on March 19, 2007, Mac told David Letterman on the CBS show that he would retire from his 30-year career after he finished shooting the comedy film The Whole Truth, Nothing But the Truth. So help me, Mac. Oh, shit. Was he planning on exposing people in this movie? Because comedians do stuff like that, y'all. Richard Pryor, during his roast, he said the truth and nothing but the truth, and it was very disturbing, man. So he probably was working on a movie to expose people without really exposing them, man. He said, I'm still going to do my producing films, but I want to enjoy my life a little bit, Mac told Letterman. I missed a lot of things, you know. I was a street performer for 2 years. I went into clubs in 1977 and was on the road for 47 weeks out of the year. He was trying to get out alive, y'all. Something happened to where this man didn't feel safe. Because why, oh why, would somebody want to stop getting it unless he has some hellhounds on his tail, man? And this is a very, very tricky situation. And now that his daughter is speaking, people want some answers. So what I'm doing here is trying to sort through all of these papers and documentations so y'all can't just say I be giving y'all falsifications and don't come with no facts, because that's what I'm doing right here and now. During this time, Mac was having success as a popular film actor, starting with an appearance in the 2007 film Transformers as the car salesman Bobby Bolivia. I didn't even know he was in Transformers. And serving as the voice of Zuba Alex the lion's long lost father in Madagascar. He was in Madagascar? I gotta see that, and co-starring in Samuel L's movie Soul Men. And then he did Old Dogs, which was released a year after his death. So this man was rolling. What happened? And it fails to mention anything about Steve Harvey in this whole damn thing, man. How is that possible? They got a Bernie Mac bio and didn't mention the Kings of Comedy not one damn time. They don't want to compare his legacy or have any affiliation with Cedric the Entertainer. They got the original Kings of Comedy, but they didn't mention it in his bio. What is that all about, man? Something seriously is wrong, man. But y'all gotta listen at this.
But ain't nobody gonna believe you. First come, first serve. You know, so when you do new stuff, you never, I'm telling you, for you comics coming up, never bring your stuff out in front of a house full of comedians. You will never work a lot. Especially established comedians like myself, you'll never work a lot. I got too much pride. I can't take something that ain't mine. You know what I mean? I can't go up and say something ain't mine. The kick about going up there is making people laugh about something you wrote.
Fourth King, I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And
Hold on, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the Kings of Comedy tour was originally the Steve Harvey tour? So, because he wasn't that good of a comedian, he brought them along to ensure a good show with whatever company that set him up for the job. Do that make sense to y'all? Because I don't want to just take what Katt say and run with it because Katt said it. We got to make some sense out of this, man. So it was Steve's tour? And he was supposed to go last? Man, if he would have went last, that would have been a disaster. He would have had all that pressure on his neck, on his back. He would have been fucked up. They knew Mac Man was the strongest one to tame a crowd, to handle a finale. And that's the reason why he got all those awards and all those movies and all that big, because they know he big time. That's like whoever take the last shot in the NBA finals, whoever win the MVP. That's all that mattered. To hell with the team. Bernie Mac was the MVP of the Kings of Comedy. And they felt the way about it. Jealousy, envy. Preying on that man's downfall. But let's just be real about it, man. They're saying that it's some extraterrestrial UFO shit that got something to do with my man Bernie Mac's passing. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's been the theory that's been going around for a long time. And people usually don't like to touch on stuff like this, but I'm about to dig all in the ass of this because we need to get some answers about what's going on with
Nevertheless, Bernie Mac was introduced to the Clone Lab. They take you there. They took him there. They let him see the fights. At first, he thought it was cool, you know. It was like eyes wide shut. They screwing in front of you. They doing bizarre things, man. bestiality. You going, damn, right? But the part that tripped him out, how they showed him. They literally showed him how they clone people. They take the real person and put them off to the left and make two more of you. It blew his mind. Just like they did the dogs, the fish, all of that.
Alleged allegations and speculations. You get up there with them big wigs and they start showing you around. Like, it's about time you open your eyes. We're going to show you the real world, bro. Like, Bernie, come over. Let's have lunch. Let's talk. Well, did you know this? And did you know that? You start moving in them inner circles. And they start putting you on, and you in a different tax bracket. And you a part of the club. They want to hang, and you're that dude, and you got some pull, and they got you working with the government and shit. Hold on. Yeah. He was he hanging with George Clooney, big time people. Jay Leno. He was dealing with Obama. Yeah. Hold on. Said, Michelle will tell you that when we get together for Christmas or Thanksgiving, it's like a little mini United Nations. I have got relatives who look like Bernie Mac, and I've got relatives that look like Margaret Thatcher. We've got it all. Why he got Bernie Mac on his brain? And why would he put the pun of the blackness on Bernie? Hold on, man. Oh, at Obama event, a comedian's jokes fall flat. People didn't take a liking to his humor. He may have offended some people there. They didn't give him a toast or a wow. They just sipped their drinks and looked to the side. Let's talk about it. Chicago. It is one of the iron rules of politics. You have more to fear from your friends than from your enemies. Once again, Chicago. It is one of the iron rules of politics. You have more to fear from your friends than from your enemies. Like Dr. Umar Johnson, it is one of the iron rules in politics. You have more to fear from your friends than from your enemies. On Friday night, the comedian Bernie Mac, a longtime friend and supporter of Senator Barack Obama, set out to entertain the crowd at the $2,300 a head Obama fundraising event with humor touching on issues like menopause and prostitution. He told some dirty Luke Campbell jokes at an Obama event, and people paid. You got rich people in there. And he got up there raunchy. But by the time Mr. Mac was wrapping up his remarks, some in the crowd had turned on him. And when Mr. Obama took the stage, he told the comedian to clean up your act. Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. It was like that. What did he say when he got on that stage that made them people act like a damn fool? Most of y'all out there, y'all some hoes. That's what y'all is. I know what's going on around here. I seen everything. Y'all hoeing people out. I don't even know who's who. Y'all might all be some clones up in this mother. All y'all is crazy. I ain't never came no shit like this before. He probably, like, look, he opened his eyes real wide. Like, look at here. I know what's going on. I don't like it. Obama got on the stage, snatched the mic, and said, "Clean up your act." Like, that was filthy. You're disgusting. Get out of here. They dismissed him. And that had to be a blackballing moment. I probably would have wanted to retire too. They do you like that? Shit, you done offended everybody. When you got the president telling you to clean up your act, you're done. That shit is kind of crazy. In his routine, Mr. Mack said Mr. Obama should watch the 2003 movie he made with Chris Rock about a black president, head of state, to prepare himself for the dirty tricks the opposition will play on him if he wants to win the White House. And ain't that what the fuck they did to him?
Oh my goodness.
Bernie was trying to throw that man a bone, and he did not want to hear it. He went from having black hair to gray hair. He was miserable as a president. They tried. They did everything Bernie said they was going to do. That is crazy, man. He said to prepare himself for the dirty tricks the opposition will play on him if he wins the White House. So he said that in front of everybody. $2,300 a head. And they did not come there for that. He kept that shit black. And didn't even put on the front and told that man exactly what the motherfuckers was gonna do when he got up in there. Wow. He told Obama he should watch the 2003 movie he made with Chris Rock about a black president, head of state, to prepare himself for the dirty tricks the opposition will play on him if he wins the White House. So this was before he was president, man. People like rumors, Mr. Mack said. They're going to say things like, you was at the club with Lil' Kim and you and Kanye got into a fist fight. Ain't that what they did with TD Jakes, man? Just because he was with Diddy, he's a power bottom. You and Kanye got into a fist fight. You can't get upset. You got to keep hope alive. At another point in his stand-up routine, he began, "My little nephew came to me and said, 'Uncle, what's the difference between a hypothetical question and a realistic question?' I said, 'I don't know.' But I said, 'Go upstairs and ask your mother if she would make love to the mailman for $50,000. Hold on, wait a minute, bro. That was filthy, dirty, and wrong. The fuck?
Oh my goodness.
Shit, I guess that'll give you the answer to a hypothetical question and a realistic question. Because realistically, his mama probably would have banged the life out of that mailman for $50,000. But hypothetically speaking, that mailman probably ain't got $50,000 to give. Shit, that went over their heads. The joke rambled on until the punchline that he and his nephew lived with two hoes. They go, what?
Oh my goodness.
He probably was trying to piss them off enough so he can get out of the business. He probably just wanted to make them so mad and disgusted that they would stop giving him deals and just stop calling his phone and just stop asking him to come to them parties. And every time he turned around, there's some weird shit going on. It's just, he probably was just through. He was already talking about retiring and it ain't like he was trying to stick around. It's a possibility that Bernie was just trying to get the fuck out the way. Because he knew how eager his fellow comedians was to get him off the block. That's like if you move and work and you getting money and then shit start going left and you got fiends, they sit trying to set you up. Your friends done switched up. They got a gang out. They doing shoot. You dealing with all this shit. It's like, I'd rather just take my money and get out the game. So to be talking like this in front of a elite audience. Said the joke rambled on until he got to the punchline that he and his nephew lived with 2 hoes. When it came time for Mr. Obama, who has made an issue of parental responsibility amongst black men, to speak, he gave an abbreviated version of his campaign speech and then chastised Mr. Mack. The hell? We can't afford to be divided by race, Mr. Obama said. We can't afford to be divided by region or by class, and we can't afford to be divided by gender. Which, by the way, that means, Bernie, you've got to clean up your act next time. This is a family affair. By the way, I'm just messing with you, man. Oh, what do you mean this is a family affair?
Oh my goodness.
So they just outed him from they whole shit with that one remark. This is a family affair. So shit, Bernie thought he was family, especially if he had the opportunity to take the mic. But that was a direct shot. Like, you're not one of us, at least not anymore. Later, an Obama spokeswoman, Jen Spassky, formally repudiated Mr. Mack. Senator Obama told Bernie Mac that he does not condone these statements and that what he said was inappropriate. They straight shitted on Bernie. That could be the end of the story, man. Hold on, run that back a little bit. Okay, let's listen to this one more time. Listen.
Ooh, that's funny. Next thing you know, you see it on HBO or something. You be sitting at home. That shit mine, you know? But ain't nobody gonna believe you. First come, first serve. You know? So when you do new stuff, you never, I'm telling you, for you comics coming up, never bring your stuff out in front of a house full of comedians. You will never work a lot. Especially established comedians like myself, you'll never work a lot. I got too much pride. I can't take something that ain't mine. You know what I mean? I can't go up and say something ain't mine. The kick about going up there is making people laugh about something that you wrote.
Fourth King, I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Damn, man. This shit is colorist. It's all types of stuff. This is just a marinated gumbo of black drama. It been stewing for like, what, 30 years?
Oh my goodness.
This stew is ready. Bernie Mac, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, they've been sitting in the crock pot. And Steve is the onions. D.L. Hughley is the carrots. Cedric the Entertainer is the potatoes. And Bernie Mac is the beef. Pause. And Kevin Hart, shit, he might be that black ass sauce. We don't know. But one thing we do know is Katt Williams is serving up a big helping of some refried drama. And it sure tastes good like leftovers. mean, this is old news, but the way they reheat it and repackage it and put it back out there, like beef jerky. Hey, that's where we at with it, man. Refried news. And the reason why people care so much about these legends and historical figures, the reason why people rather listen to older entertainers and don't even know who a new entertainer is because there's no new talent worth speaking of. And this is the first time this has ever happened in Black culture or Black history, man. We've always had new talents like clockwork. From the 60s to the 70s, you can tell all of these eras apart. From the 70s to the 90s. And then in the 2000s, everything just turned into a blur. It's all garbage. Katt Williams is the last time you seen a real talented comedian, man. Look at Bernie Mac and Cedric and Steve Harvey. Shit, they was the last of a dying breed. Ain't no more greats. There's no new comedian out there that could hold the torch to these dudes, man. So they gonna be telling their story till they old, wrinkled, and gray. And the next generation, who gonna sit around and listen to their boring ass story? I started off on IG, TikTok. Had my phone, I was sitting in the car, chilling, record myself, next thing you know, I went viral. Like, damn, went viral. Then, I started doing big shit, going over to people's house, being goofy in they pool, making little funny Snapchat videos.
Oh my goodness.
You think they gonna have an unsung or a TikToker? Hey, they just might. You never know, man. The unsung of Whoa Vicky. People will watch that shit from beginning to ending. Maybe I need to get that popping. The story, you think they gonna redo a DC Young Fly movie in the year 2050 or some shit? Like, this is the life of young DC Fly. Like, what it do, baby? Would y'all even want to see that? The Just Hilarious Story on VH1, or what is it? The fucking the Lifetime Just Hilarious Story. Y'all gonna see that? It started off with her on Instagram sitting in her car with her hair all over the place cracking jokes with ashy lips. Ain't no more greats. It's Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Katt Williams, and all other people. The Dion Coles, the Eddie Griffins, they've been doing it for 100 years. And nobody can hold a match to a seasoned veteran comedian, man. And the reason why that is because all the new comedy clubs is too zesty, man. And people don't know what to laugh at because they waiting to get offended. Like, you said a joke about somebody's mother and my mother is no longer here and my mother was with my other mother who is my aunt.
Oh my goodness.
Like, damn, baby, I was just trying to crack a joke. And with Bernie Mac's daughter giving her side of the story, it's going to be hard for Steve Harvey to ever show his face out there in the public, because when you have a queen like that coming at your head, it's either you having sex or you got plenty of beef out here, man. Hold on, listen at this.
Yeah. Get your ego out of this.
Keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the Katt Williams interview on Clubshayshay. The interview heard round the world. And I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to...
The shine, people. The shine. It's intoxicating. And seeing how this woman graced us with her beauty. Hey, man, she easy on the eyes. I don't mind her being on the camera now one bit. But it really do gotta make you wonder, what's the agenda? Money is to be made. There's dollars floating around out there, and this woman got a name. D.L. Hughley. He says some old messed up stuff about his kids. And we can do a whole nother Docs Daily on that guy, because D.L. Hughley, I don't know what his relationship was like with Bernie Mac, but they all seem guilty. Cedric does too. It's like a cult, and one of their members get deleted, man. And every rap group got that one dude that was in their group that wound up passing away. Bone Thugs had, what was the dude, Wiley? Again, they all got a member that just so happened to pass away right before they all blew up. And for Obama to cancel this man like that, and for Steve, his back was against the wall. Hold on, y'all.
He's like, wait, I'm tripping. That ain't a real person. Then they start, they stab the person to make you see they bleed. They're real. And they can feel that pain. You understand? So his mind is blown. Now, he done been a couple of times, and the only time they would be willing to put you in shackles so you don't talk if he's not bringing revenue. But nevertheless, Bernie Mac was introduced to the
Hold on, man. That is crazy, man. That is beyond crazy. Saying that B-Mac.
Never seen before footage of Bernie Mac clowning Michael Jordan for being old.
How did you feel mentally by playing another full season after your comeback, being old, now 33, having a birthday? How do you prepare yourself mentally after getting up out of bed, out of your rocking chair, so to speak? How do you prepare yourself coming to the gym?
Damn, y'all see the way Michael Jordan looking at him? Like, boy, you must don't know who the fuck you talking to. He was going at Michael Jordan's head, calling him old and washed up. He said, how do you get up out your rocking chair and go out there and play them games? Because you old, you 33 years old, you still out there playing the basketball. You play for Chicago. I'm from Chicago. What you doing, boy? Would you take a Viagra or something? You want some type of steroids or something? You old, you ain't got no business out there bouncing no basketballs. And Michael Jordan looked heated. Hold on, look at this, man.
The gym, day in and day out, and giving a soul in game. How do you feel about that, Mr. Jordan, old man Jordan?
The season's not over, so I haven't played the full season yet.
Oh, but I don't feel like it, though.
Never seen before footage of Bernie.
Hold on, man. That is beyond crazy. You don't talk to people like that. The last thing Jordan want to hear is that he out there playing ball like a whole ass man. Everybody was thinking it, and Bernie said it, and Jordan ain't like that. So you already know he was making enemies everywhere he went doing shit like that. He was being a nuisance in Hollywood. And they wanted to say something real offensive in return, but they probably had to bite their tongue, man. It's not this.
Adele Gibbons, Samoa, Monique, Steve Harvey. Man, I'm sleeping in. I'm joked out. They just said everything I was going to say.
Oh my goodness.
I got to think of something tonight.
Oh
Monique took all my goddamn jokes. Dirty mother. This a bad game. It's a bad game. So I'm tired of bullshit. I'm sick of the line, man. Kings of comedy. Motherfucker counting your money.
The whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth.
Oh my God, man.
Oh my goodness.
You mean to tell me that Steve Harvey was counting this man's pockets and counting his money and looking at him with the side eye because he was successful and everybody was stealing his jokes. He write his shit down on a notepad, go to the dressing room, come back, the notepad gone. And Cedric the Entertainer in the bathroom working on his jokes, sweating, looking at the camera like a goddamn thief, man. Sadie, you worthless pile of doo-doo. Them people work hard and they talented at their craft, and you come in mimicking, you like the Shang Tsung of comedy. He shapeshifting to different comedians to finish out his set. That's like a rapper that use every hot bar in the game and knowing damn well that Jay-Z said that shit. Like, I'm gonna take a half a Nas verse, take another quarter of a Jay-Z verse and top it off with some Ja Rule bars. The ultimate biter. Even said Monique big ass was down there stealing jokes. Like, I see you too, Mo. You ain't no better than the rest of them with your thieving ass. Big ass up there cracking my jokes. I can't believe that this man was going through it like that with all them comedians, man. They was all out there thieving. He on the stage doing his set. He looked down, all he see is the top of Monique's head and her head looking down at the notepad. You got Cedric out there, he's stealing bars. He in the cut with his legs crossed. He got a notepad just looking like he in college. You would have thought he was a college professor. They just sitting there, nobody even laughing. They tweaking his jokes and shit. I'm gonna put my spin on it like this, and I'm gonna turn around and say that. Bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Run that back one more time.
Adele Givens, Samoa, Monique, Steve Harvey. Man, I'm sleeping in. I'm joked the out.
Hold on, man.
Oh my goodness.
He said he called them out by name and said they was some thieving motherfuckers, man. He said he all joked out. Look how he looking at them. Like, y'all don't think I know what the hell y'all be out there doing? He put them on blast in front of an audience. Hold on, y'all.
Adele Givens, Samoa, Monique, Steve Harvey. Man, I'm sleeping in.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
joked the out. They just said everything I was gonna say.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta think of something tonight. Monique took.
Oh, man. He said he got to think of something tonight. Like, they done stole all his jokes. Now you see why Katt Williams is so mad, man. He like, I've been going through the same shit with the same people. And I can't believe they out here in Bentleys, Rolls Royces. It probably make him sick to his stomach. Like, y'all don't even deserve to be where y'all at and got the nerve to be ungrateful. Oh my God. You know what? Bernie is not alive to speak these truths. It's a lot of people that's still alive and too afraid to speak these truths. So, man, I get it. I know I was hating on Katt and I was saying he was a warlock and all that. I said he was a witch and I was just going on Katt Williams, man. And people was hitting the thumbs down. But now I see we need this brother, especially in 2024, because a lot of stuff need to be exposed so people can realize that all of this shit is just a big game. It's a simulator, man, and People out here getting played. And Bernie Mac got crossed up by damn near everybody he came across cracking jokes like that.
Oh my goodness.
He was too real. Especially in the industry where you gotta be fake. It's like, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker. Cause you know he gonna keep it real. And it's hard to be fake when you got somebody that's constantly there, that's constantly gonna keep it real. You can't get away when it's a person in the room that will not turn a blind eye. Like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What in the fuck is this right here? This nigga, oh my God, he in the room with the nigga, oh my God. If Bernie go to one of them Hollywood parties, he gonna make everybody feel uncomfortable. I seen you over there, locking lips with that other man. Is this something that you might want to be telling me? Like, what y'all in here doing? Y'all in here, oh no. Like, get your filthy hands off me. I seen you with that man. Like, y'all niggas can't fool me. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Can you imagine him sitting around shooting the shit with Diddy? Them jokes would not stop. Like, okay, Diddy. All right now, Diddy. I heard you making love to your artist. Is that true? You using your paintbrush with your own artist. Oh, they told me about the paintbrush painting all over your artist. No wonder you started rapping. You a better artist than your artist's artist. That would be different. They probably had a hard time with Bernie Mac in the building, especially when you bring him to a White House event and he make everybody feel uncomfortable. Hold on, where was the joke that got him outed? He said, what's the difference between the hypothetical question and the realistic question? I said, I don't know. But I said, go upstairs and ask your mama if she would make love to the mailman for $50,000.
Oh my goodness.
The joke rambled on until the punchline that he and his nephew live with two houses in front of Mr. Obama, Michelle Obama. It was a blackout. Obama like, oh shit, that's enough. That is enough. Like, let's get this black shit out of here. He had one of the homies. They didn't know that Bernie Mac was one of the homies, man. And he didn't sugarcoat shit in front of all the people. If it was you or me, you probably would have been in there stepping and fetching. Like, yes, sir, Mr. Obama, sir. You probably would have cracked the corniest joke you could have thought of. Like, ain't nothing like my peanut butter on your graham cracker.
Oh my goodness.
Obama like, who's he's calling the gram? He called me a gram what? A gram what? You would have kept them jokes nice and classy. The fuck that, I'm the Mac man. I say what I want to say. Me and my nephew, we live with two hoes. Crazy. Hey man, you only get one Bernie Mac. This man, they need to write a book, a movie, and all that shit about him, man. Let me see how y'all doing over here real quick. We got Woodrow, Simply Alluring. What's up, baby? Hasana Lynn Karima. And everybody else. We got Perfectly Imperfect, L'Oreal Kramer. I see you, baby. Sammy is in the building. What's up? OJ Simpson, Deidre Douglas, Gemini Visions, Infinity. Yo, leave them comments so I could give y'all a shout out. We got Tamika Hill. What is up? 12. Okay. Joe Smith. Tamira Fields. And if I don't say your name, it's because I can't pronounce it. 20 in the building. Chitlin Juice. Darren Warrell. Black Wool. Tyrone Williams. Everybody watching. Lance Hero King's Legend. What you do, dog? That's what's up, man. I love seeing y'all in the comment section. Let's get back to this video, though. Some other stuff I want to share with y'all. Y'all got to listen real good because a lot of this stuff be going over people's heads. I want y'all to listen, y'all. Listen at this.
You know, I've always been on tour with some real monsters, man. I toured with the Kings. You know, I've been on stage with s.a.t, DL, and Bernie Mac at the same time. It's always been a camaraderie. Right. You know what I mean? We're going out here to give the people the best show we can give them. And that's the way we've always promoted comedy shows. Now, you know, to turn this into some type of little beef, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't how I do. Now, you know, I done heard all of the YouTubes and I done heard all the interviews and all like that. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. So this here little beef thing that everybody wanna start, cause you wanna make a name for yourself. That's cool, do you. You ain't gonna do it right here though. You ain't gonna build no reputation on Steve Harvey. So I've been doing this a long time. So now, whatever you gonna do is cool. Just do you. You do you. So I have nothing to prove. All I gotta do is keep being Steve Harvey that he been for over 20 years. Yeah. Or walking out there on stage. Yeah. And bringing that sunshine. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it. But you know, when you hear all the chatter, you know, it kind of, you go.
So it kind of hit you? Kind of like,
I mean, it was
a little unexpected?
For what?
Yeah.
For what? But you know, like I always
And we
say,
love you.
Bro, look here.
We
little
love
dogs,
you.
Damn, man. Hold on. What he was about to say? Hold on.
Little dogs bark the most. Okay, now. But now, please understand that a Rottweiler that got off the plane last night in Detroit. See, here's what my father taught me. The reason I ain't.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all gotta try to understand this. They was pressing Steve Harvey at a radio station like he was a rapper. Like 50 Cent taking shots at Ja Rule. The pressure was on him. The bulletproof cards is outside. Comedy is turning into some hip-hop bullshit. And Steve ain't on that time. He said the little dogs bark the loudest. So that's how he feel about Katt Williams in a nutshell. He's a little dog and he gonna bark, or his squeaky ass voice is just barking off, and he ain't taking him seriously. Because if he ever was in a room with Katt Williams, it'll probably be a whole different situation. Like, how you doing there, player? I know you heard my jokes, but I gotta let you know, man, you're a big ticket. Somebody like me up against somebody like you. That's what the people want to see. When the elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. But we gonna be doing okay, my brother. Like, whatever, man. Just get your little ass. Go on somewhere. Go on play somewhere, man. I'm busy. I've been doing this for a long time, young blood. Just back on up. Like, get out of my way. Like, yes, sir. If that's what you want, then that's what you're gonna get. I don't want no problems with you, Mr. Harvey, sir. I know you don't want no problems with me. You heard about what happened to Bernie. That wasn't funny, but I'm just saying, man, it's some weird shit. When your mans ain't there no more and you the mans. Sound like every story up in Harlem be. Did he do him like Money Mitch? Did Steve Harvey? Was he Cameron? Like and paid in full? And he was knocking niggas off the block so he can be the man. Cause Marjorie Harvey was dealing with some D-boys. And them some big shoes you gotta fill, bro. Are you ready to catch a body? While you messing with Marjorie Harvey, how you gonna compare to them other dudes she was with? You gotta have some thug about you, bro. She not gonna go from being with kingpins to being with some little yuppie, some little fish. You're not gonna make her horny if you don't do nothing gangster. Hold on, man. It really make you wonder, was she feeling Bernie Mac? Was Marjorie impressed with Bernie? Did Bernie make her laugh? Did she think Bernie's jokes was funnier? What about Marjorie Harvey? That's how you know you really can't put nothing past Steve. Especially with this woman as your driving force and motivation. She probably started telling him gangster tales about how her baby daddy took out the competition and how you gotta run up in their spot and take what they got. Close them down, shut them up, shop. She probably was barking like DMX and everything. Like, stop, drop. She had Steve Harvey on the DMX workout plan. He doing burpees, thinking about how he gonna take out Bernie Mac and the rest of his competition, man. If you moving with a chick like this, you moving like a kingpin of, you the kingpin of comedy. Like, I had to flip a bird just so she could respect me. I ain't want to do it now. I don't know nothing about no drug. But when she seen me flip that powder, that's when she decided that I'm the man that she gonna be with. I hope she don't find out. Hope she don't never find out it was some baby powder, but you know, it did the trick. One time I had to smack on beat on the bitch just to let Marjorie know that I got what it takes to be a Mac daddy. I know she like them thug ass niggas. Well, I get rid of the competition. That's what I do. I don't sit and wait for a motherfucker. I get rid of the competition. If you don't get out my way, I'm gonna have to move you out my way, Jack. Your movies supposed to be my movies. Because my wife want a mink coat. Give a damn about Bernie, they just ain't seen me yet. I'm lighter, I'm prettier, I'm funnier. I make people feel comfortable. That fool get around people and make people feel uncomfortable. You heard what he said in front of Barack Obama? Talking about his nephew and him live with two hoes. It must take for a fool to get up there and say something like that in front of the president of the United States. That's right, Steve, you the king. We in here, we got lobster, shrimp, steak, potatoes. Bernie Mac can never cook like me. His black ass be done burnt everything on the grill. That's right, Steve. Mac could never cook like you. Let's be real, Marjorie. Let's be real. If it was a fist fight, who you think gonna win? You think it's gonna be me or Bernie Mac? And you better say me, cause you know I've been working on my boxing. Like, you know you could beat his ass. She tell that man whatever he want. She could have been the driving force. Allegedly. We just don't know. But one thing for sure, Bernie Mac was fed up with all those comedians. Reggie, run that back.
Adele Givens, Samoa, Monique, Steve Harvey. Man, I'm sleeping in. I'm joked up out.
Oh my goodness.
They just said everything I was going to say. I got to think of something tonight. Monique took all my goddamn jokes. Dirty mother, dirty mother. This a bad game. It's a bad game. So I'm tired of bullshit. I'm sick of the line, man. You know, kings of comedy, kings of comedy. Motherfucker counting your money.
The whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was your tour. Tell the truth. It was Steve's tour. Not it was going to be called the Kings of Comedy. It was Steve's tour. These are the guys opening for him. Of course, you got to close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king. And because you finally did it, because you didn't have no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like, he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went first, he wasn't the king? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Steve had differences with him when they went on the King.
Steve was scared of him. When they started doing the King's tour, it was Guy Torrey was hosting it.
Yeah.
Cedric, DL, Bernie, and Steve was supposed to close it. Because he wanted to be the king.
You gonna bring that home.
Because he was a man named Bernie. Because Bernie would shut that mother down. People would be in their car when Steve got on stage.
It was over.
It was over. Would come out and say, "Hi, y'all, I'm Steve." Walter Latham, the producer and the creator of it, because me and Chris went on tour and said, "Oh no, we gotta change this." They dropped Guy, and Steve was the host.
Damn. Hold on. Wait. Damn. That is beyond crazy. They flipped the whole shit upside down. That had to make Steve feel like shit. He probably was telling everybody he gonna be closing, how it's gonna be his show, he the main event. He wanted to see his face on the billboard bigger than the rest of them, with a little Bernie Mac on the side, a little D.L. Hughley, a teeny Guy Torrey, and a small ass Cedric on the marquee. He wanted his face to be plastered, the big Steve Harvey face on the poster, with a little Bernie Mac on the side. He was on stage with a bunch of people that wasn't even in his league, if that's the real story, man. He was carrying them dudes. If they was a band, Bernie Mac would be the rock star, man. He would be the Bobby Brown of the group. He would be the lead rocker of their band. And Steve Harvey would be like Jermaine Jackson or Tito on the bass. And Cedric would have been Tito or Jermaine. And D.L. Hughley would have been Marlon. And Bernie Mac would have been Michael Jackson. Damn. My mind is completely blown, man. Listen to this.
Ooh, you know, nothing I had ever seen. And I saw him and he was just shaking. And I remember going to him and I said, "Oh, God." I said, "Bernard, please don't die." I said, "Please don't die." I said, "I'm going to take care of you. If you just come back, I can take care of you. Don't leave us now. This has been my life since I was 16. Around 2 a.m., the door opened, and I looked at the doctor, and I said, "He's gone, isn't he?" It was like, ooh.
That's so sad, man. You know, and rest in peace to Bernie Mac. And thank goodness that Katt shed some light on this, man, because people was starting to forget. And you got to remember that, you know, it's not just comedy. It's a crooked world that we living in, man. These are examples that we all could live by. And it's not that we can't trust one another, but just understand that if you're doing something great, it's other people that want to do what you doing, and they want to do it better than how you doing it. And they stealing all of your sauce, all of your recipe, whatever you doing. And for you people that's so quick to tell people what you got going on, you ain't doing nothing but giving them all of the ingredients. Before you could eat your supper, they gonna be, you know, already devoured it. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta play the cut. But this shit is sad. Hold on, listen to this.
Adele Givens, Samoa, Monique, Steve Harvey.
Okay, I already listened to that. I do apologize. Hold on, whoa. Okay, listen to this.
Or take the praise for what it is, or understand that, okay, if I do this, it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth.
That's right.
You know, so a moment of instant gratification is.
That was Samuel L. Jackson's alleged reaction to talks about Steve Harvey being compared to Bernie Mac.
Get these robots out of here. I do apologize. I'm trying to pull up something significant that we can hold on. Bernie warned us Ice Cube was a fake gang. Oh,
Q, get out of my house, man. What? Don't get the hell out of my doggone house. Man, you ain't no doggone thug no more. You live better than me. Your house bigger than mine. And you gotta pick your kid up from prep school or something, man?
Prep school?
Yeah.
Man, my kid don't go to no damn prep school. They with the nanny. You know what? Next time you need to borrow a cappuccino machine, don't call me.
I ain't.
Don't call me.
I ain't gonna call you. You ain't gotta worry about it. Fake gangster.
a minute.
I gotta do something. Sitting on.
Oh my goodness.
Did he offend everybody that he came across? This man was snapping on everybody in Hollywood. 5 minutes around Bernie Mac gonna break your heart for the rest of your damn life, man. He rubbed Obama the wrong way. We seen him talking crazy to Michael Jordan. He just told Ice Cube to get the fuck out of his house and called him a fake gangster. This man is he was a menace. I can only imagine the things that he was saying to Steve Harvey behind the scenes. You ain't funnier than me, ain't never gonna be funnier than me. You think you got better jokes? Is that what you think it is, Steve? He probably made Steve feel very insecure. He probably was the reason why Steve Harvey became homeless. Hold on, listen at this.
What are you doing here? You didn't need to come. I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You're in ICU. You got oxygen. You're not fine. You know, he's like, oh, I'm going to be fine. He never let it define who he was. He just kept on living, which I love that about him. So he stayed in the hospital for a week, and then he got out. Did good for a while. Then another movie came. And I remember quite a few movie sets he had to be hospitalized. Behind all that loud, boisterous comedy he did, he was a very sensitive soul. What are you doing here? You didn't need to come.
And rest in peace to Bernie Mac. You know, we live in some times to where we have to remember the people that really mattered, because now we don't have a lot of those. I mean, I can't think of none. If you in the comment section and you know somebody of modern times that's really worth a damn, especially in the black community, please type their name in there, because I don't want to be looked at as a hater. But the last time we had somebody significant was the Cash Money Hot Boys, and they really left a stain on black culture, man. I'm looking, if y'all could answer the questions, like some new people, and can't say Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B. I'm interested to see who y'all got to say that we should actually give a damn about for. Katt Williams is definitely one of them people, man. He a blast from the past. And I think what Katt Williams is doing is keeping a lot of people grounded, man. Because for a minute, people been so lost in the sauce, chasing the bag. For the past 20 years, the whole anthem been get money. Get money, get money. That's what it been all about. But now they're exposing what people really be doing to get this money. All these big ballers y'all be glamorizing and idolizing. They ain't moving no bricks or nothing like that to get that money. They out there selling that booty and doing all types of unruly things just to get that money. So you got kids out here, they want to be this, they want to be a rapper, they want to be an actor, they want to be a comedian, they want to be all this shit. Katt is letting y'all know that these people out here living raunchy. Not only do you gotta sell your soul, but you gotta sell your ass. You gotta be a whore. The biggest whores make it to the top. But for Bernie Mac, he was the people's choice. Let me explain something to y'all, man. It's like this. When the people elect you, when you have the sole power, that's something that can't be broken by Hollywood or nothing. The people elected Bernie Mac to be a representative for us in America, man. That's something that wasn't granted to none of those other comedians. And now Katt Williams is getting that same leadership, man. People are granting Katt Williams a throne in black culture, man. And I was feeling the way about it, but I don't feel that way no more because there's so many vacant thrones, man. It's so many empty thrones out there in black culture, man. They just sitting there collecting dust. And nobody is claiming any of these thrones. We ain't got no kings out here. We got a whole bunch of queens though, and that's a beautiful thing, but we ain't got that many kings for real. Diddy had to vacate his throne. It's sitting there. The bad boy throne is just collecting dust. He reigned on it. People enjoyed his reign. It's a bunch of dark-skinned brothers that look like Diddy, lived their whole life Diddying it. I know about 5 of them. They got the chains, the shades, the haircut, the clothes, the swag, the Diddy bop. They Diddied up and down. Now they can't Diddy no more. What they gonna do? They probably somewhere depressed in a barbershop, cutting heads with a tear rolling down his eye. The old men can't even Bill Cosby it no more. Know how many dudes used to wear a sweater with some khakis and some leather shoes and people would respect them and treat them like a school principal and shit? A sweater and some khakis for an OG could get you all types of loans and all types of shit. You show up with that Bill Cosby shit on, smelling like cologne, America will accept you in grocery stores, wherever you go. The Cosby look was getting brothers by on their 9 to 5. But that throne is vacant. Somebody got to fill one of these seats, man. The R. Kelly throne, that shit is, it been obliterated. His shit is ashes right now. We need somebody to step up to the plate. All these minions, they're not even on the level of kings. We got a whole bunch of gremlins out there that nobody's taking seriously. They got tattoos all over their face. They look like demons. Like, who gonna praise you, sir? Katt is a demon, but hell, he'll do until we get somebody else up there. I'll let Katt. Y'all got my vote. My black card cannot be revoked, man. I'm with the people. And we like Katt. That's what we do. Ain't that right, y'all? I'm down. I'm hood. Somebody told me I was a real nigga earlier. So, you know. About to get it popping, baby. I need y'all to see this real quick, man, because it been bothering me. It been irking my nerves. It been pissing me off. So I need to share this with y'all to let y'all know that I really don't appreciate half of this shit. And I appreciate y'all for watching, but I did a video and people act like I was the scum of the earth because I said it's a possibility that Katt Williams is a warlock and a witch. Yeah, you see it. And it didn't do that well, and people still mad about the video. And I just want to take this time to apologize to everybody for even making this video. It was immature, it was ignorant. I painted him out to be a demon or whatever, and that's not even the case. This man is actually a savior for the black community because he's at least speaking the truth. And that's something that we don't get from a lot of our elders. A lot of our elders want to turn the other cheek and act like they're oblivious to what's going on. They not giving us no info. You know what, Katt, he gonna speak to the people for the people, man. So, you know, I'm all about that Katt Williams. I got my Katt Williams t-shirt on, and actually I bought a cat. So, you ain't gotta guess what I named my cat. So, just know that his last name is Williams in case you trying to figure it out. But we cool again. You're like, do y'all forgive me for the last video? I'm on the Katt bandwagon, baby. And I'm sitting on the back because I'm the last one to jump on. But I'm here though. Hassan Alen Karima said he's more like a embodiment of a higher entity, for lack of better words. Y'all see this shit? Hey, I'm with it. Fix me a plate. 2 drums and 1 thigh. And put some greens with mine, baby. Somebody said Katt a leprechaun. Man, don't be talking about Katt like that. Uncle Diggity said, see what happened? Okay, whatever. Yo, shout out to all of y'all, man. Gemini Visions Infinity. She said, we love you. We know your heart blaze. And that's all that mattered, man. I got a lot of love in my heart. Stephanie Maggot is in the building. What's up, baby? I'm all forget. Okay, good. See, I ain't never gonna get my black card revoked. Cause that's what I need. And I've been coming to grips with this for a long time. And it's been baffling me, man. It's like, if you gonna be black, you gotta choose if you gonna be black or you gonna be a nigga. And I swear, all my life, I never wanted to be a nigga. I never wanted to be that. But the older I get, I realize I ain't got no choice. Thug life, baby. I'm out here doing gangster shit. I don't know where my belt at, and I ain't even looking for it no more. I'm too busy thugging it because Katt Williams is the new king. Growing out my hair. I bought the perm, but I gotta wait until my hair grow in before I could really put it in. I got the skinny little goatee. I'm getting ready for 2024, man, and I gotta step my jewelry game up. I got a bracelet that look like a wristband. I got I'm catted out, baby. Somebody said Uncle Ruckus. I will not be exposed. William Floyd said, he said Katt Williams ain't represent black people. Come on, y'all stuck on Hollywood people, man. Do we gotta cancel this guy right here? Not even considering deceit, righteous black men that actually do things for the people. Bill Carson don't have a stain. And Bill Carson ain't got no hoes. At least Katt is with the shits and he ain't no bitch ass nigga. You gotta be with the shits. And when your ass get to jail, you gotta thug it out. That's what it's all about, man. Put down them books and idolize some crooks. That's where we at in 2024. And I ain't trying to be funny about it, but damn, the more ignorant, the better. What's the point of being halfway ignorant? That's where we at. Katt Williams is the king. People endorsing this man. So y'all know what time. You have to do the math. Y'all gotta know what time it is out here, man. People will be applauded and saluted and treated like they got this man like he biblical or some shit. The book of Katt. They gonna rewrite the Bible and he gonna be the Christ. And Steve Harvey gonna be the Judas. People ain't got no direction. They looking for somebody to believe in and idolize, man. I'm gonna do the Katt Williams astrology for y'all if that's what y'all want. The rise of Katt Williams. Maya Angelou gonna come out with a whole book of poems for Katt. The Psalms of Katt. It's disgusting. Hell, we might as well throw Bernie Mac in the mix too, because he deserves some of that idolization. Why not? He the Mac man. Said, I hate black pepper. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Ugh. I hate your black skin. I hate black keys on the piano. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. I hate my gums because they black. Hey, man. Shit ain't funny out here. People want to idolize comedians. We in some dead serious ass times. And people gotta wake the fuck up. And at the turn of the new year, niggas idolizing comedians. Oh, help me, Jesus. I ain't shit. And I ain't changed, nigga. I ain't changed. I ain't changed. I ain't changed. So what I said, Katt Williams is a warlock and a witch. He probably is. Probably is. Probably is. Probably is. But that's Negro here nor there, man. We got more serious stuff we got to. Cause It's gonna be a lot of people getting exposed. Y'all need to hear this. You Reg, go ahead, play that.
He goes on to say that after he was supposed to be one of the new kings of comedy, that they approached him after Bernie passed and they wanted to take it back out, and he was supposed to be a new king of comedy, but he didn't want to go on the Kings of Comedy tour because of Steve Harvey's treatment of Bernie Mac. He has a lot of respect for Bernie Mac, and I love Bernie Mac. Y'all know a lot of respect for Bernie Mac.
Y'all see how Bernie Mac looking?
What you tripping for? Man, they paid me the same amount of money they paid you. Why you ask me about my money? Why you in my pockets? Come on, Steve. It ain't even got to be like that, man. We all the kings of comedy. I ain't the king of comedy. We the kings of comedy. And they said they gave you $5,000 extra dollars. Either we gonna split that money. I ain't splitting no money with y'all. No, my money, your money, your money, your money, my money, my money. Like, come on, Steve. You already stealing my jokes. I ain't never stole nobody's jokes.
They bickering at the table. You got people ear hustling. He and his feelings.
Come on, man. We ain't got time for that, dog. We got too much money to be making. You messing up the money, man. You messing up the money.
I ain't messing up no money. If you making more money than me, show me the money, because I'm out here living in my car. You got a movie. You doing this. You doing that. Said he got kicked out of his mama house. You ain't asked about D.L. Hughley fell down the stairs. You changing.
Come on, man. I ain't changing on nobody. I'm just doing big things. You ought to be happy for me.
We supposed to be a team. I bought you on my tour, and I let you close on my tour. I ain't have to do that for you.
Come on, man. You tripping, dog. You tripping. It ain't even like that. So what? They give me a TV show? You had a TV show?
I ain't have a TV show on Fox.
What difference do it make?
This like Biggie. And who he's supposed to be, Suge Knight? I don't know. But they was beefing real hard, man.
Mac, and I love Bernie Mac. Y'all know Bernie Mac was in Who's the Man. Bernie Mac was a friend of mine until he passed on. And Bernie, the stuff that he said, Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey calling to try to get Bernie's role on Oceans and that kind of stuff, Bernie told me out of his own mouth. Bernie Mac has never fronted on me. Bernie Mac has never lied to me. I believe Bernie Mac when he say Steve Harvey hated on him.
So what? Hold on. Wait a minute. So Steve Harvey called up the people at Ocean's 11 and asked them to give Bernie Mac's job to him. He called up the main offices and he didn't think nobody was gonna know about it. And it leaked onto the set of the show. Like, hey, we heard your friend, he wants your job. What's his name? Steve Harvey? He called the producer. Do you want to swap? Like, you're not liking the movie? Is this something that I said?
Like, hell no, everything's fine. I didn't know nothing about that. You said who? He did what? He called here for me?
No, he called because he wanted your job. He wants to do your role. It's just something about you owe him a favor. And it was supposed to be, you were supposed to let him get your next movie role or something? Damn, Steve was hating hard body. He couldn't stand it. He got invited to the elite game. I'm talking about big time white guys and big time black guys. They wanted to roll with the Mac. They all had to sign off on it. Brad Pitt signed, Matt Damon signed, George Clooney signed. They wanted to work with the Mac man. That had a lot of people shaking up seeing Bernie Mac on a big screen. I ain't talking about no Friday movie, bruh. I ain't talking about this ain't no Tubi movie. This ain't no BET original. And ain't nothing wrong with none of that stuff. But this man took it all the way to the max. And Steve Harvey was so in his feelings that he called the producers and asked for the role. How desperate can you be? You get hired at Walmart, your first day on the job, they talking about how your bestie called up asking for your position. She said she wanted to work your register. Like it ain't a million jobs out there. She want yours. Man, that is beyond crazy. Oh, run that back.
Get Bernie's role on Oceans, and was a Who's the Man. Bernie Mac was a friend of mine until he passed on. And Bernie, the stuff that he said, Katt Williams said about Steve Harvey calling to try to get Bernie's role on Oceans and that kind of stuff, Bernie told me out of his own mouth. Bernie Mac has never fronted on me. Bernie Mac has never lied to me. I believe Bernie Mac when he say Steve Harvey hated on him.
So what y'all think of this, man? Please let me know in the comments.
And that is beyond crazy, yo. I don't know what to call it. We seeing the resurrection of a lot of things, man. Katt Williams is opening the door for plenty of conversations that need to be had. And I figure, why would these conversations need to be had when these people are merely comedians? But I realize for the modern day black culture, these people are more than just celebrities. They're idols to be worshipped, man. Y'all falling into those old customs that got us in the jam in the first place. Because y'all doing it wrong. Yeah, man. It's like history is repeating itself. People putting too much praise on man and not enough praise on God, man. That's how people wind up in situations like slavery. Because your mind is relying on something physical when you need to be focused on something spiritual, man. So and by knowing this, I realized that we in some very scary times, but you gotta go along to get along. I got on my sheep suit. I'm just chilling with the pack. And I'm gonna cool it on Katt Williams because he's the man of the year. And I wish him all the success. And for the people hating on Katt Williams, y'all all can shut the hell up because he the man. He get my vote. If he wanted to run for president of the United States, I want to see him do the damn thing. Pippin! He get up in the White House. We gonna go to war with every motherfucking body. Like I went over there and that motherfucker told me to my face that we ain't shit. Who he thought he was talking to? He ain't know that was the president of the United States. I sent a missile straight up his ass. I don't give a damn who they is. I can make my own lo mein, baby. I ain't gotta come over there to get nothing. If I want me a sushi bowl, I tell my hoes to go up in there and make me some damn sushi. We ain't gotta deal with no other countries. It's all American born, baby. They want me to go to Yugoslavia. Shit. I'm gonna have to bring extra napkins. Sound like a nigga gonna be drooling over there. Come back with a cold, something they can't cure. Be drooling for the rest of your life because you been over to Yugoslavia. He gonna be the president of the United States still cracking jokes. Hey, people pay your goddamn taxes. How else I'm gonna buy another boat if you acting like you can't pay your damn taxes? Shoot, that tax money come in handy all these poor ass people in this country. How you expect us to feed these niggas and they having babies left and right? But that's Negro here nor there, man. Look, I had a blast with y'all. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. Because Katt Williams is doing the damn thing. And I think I'm gonna be making Katt Williams videos for the rest of the month, man. I'm a catty chatty patty for the beginning of 2024. So that's where we at with it. Sis Yafa Israel Perfectly Imperfect, D. Simply Alluring, Sammy, Solomon Slevin, Hasana Lynn Karima, L'Oreal Kramer, and Deidre Douglas. Everybody out there, I got so much love for y'all. Best believe I do, man. Uncle Diggity, what's up, bro? Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button, y'all. But where the hell is my phone? I gotta give a shout out to the people that hit that Cash App before I get up out of here, man, because y'all the real MVPs, and all the people that's watching, all the people that hit that like, y'all the MVPs as well, man. I'm talking about Derek Rochelle. Thank you so much for that donation, man. Lanisha Thompson, you are so beautiful, my sister, and I want to thank you for that donation as well. Demetrius Bright, you always gonna be all right, man. Thank you for that donation. I got so much love for you, bro. And for you ladies out there, man, I see y'all in that comment section looking beautiful, looking immaculate, looking flawless. And I wouldn't dare say nothing messed up about Katt Williams, but for the love of you ladies, I risk my life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks.